made up of about 2,500 people, and that's a split between NASA civil service and our support contractors. We all work here side by side. It's pretty much a seamless workforce, and the number stays pretty constant. We're 2,500. Of that, we have in the facility you rode into. It's Redstone Arsenal was the main area you came into, and inside Redstone is an island, and that's here. That's the Marshall Space Flight Center. We got this about 60 years ago, and so we have. On the center, we have about 400 buildings, and engineering leads and manages about half of those, a little more than half of those. So our engineering workforce is spread out. We do a lot of different things. We're broken into 3 departments, 2 labs, and an office, and so those are here. And so what I wanted to do is just kind of step through them and give you a quick overview of the things that we do. So here, our Advanced Concepts group, that's a small office. It's made up of a dozen or so people, and they will take ideas similar to what y'all started with. You know, you start with an idea, could we do something like that? So that's the group that you give them the big idea, and they come back and say, well, you could do it if you launched on this vehicle, if it had this kind of performance, and if you did these kinds of things for it. So they're the ones that you give them the idea, they'll come back and they'll say, here are some ways that we go about doing it, and they'll hand it off to the rest of the engineering organization to figure out how to do it. This next one, Space Systems. That's probably a group you'll be working with in this type of an area. So they work a lot of satellite type activities. They work a lot of electronics, a lot of avionics. We've got at least one rep here that I know that's in that area. And one of the things that they do that maybe y'all have heard about, so on Space Station, they've got the urine processor, right? That's one of the things I'm sure everybody's heard about. So today's coffee is tomorrow's coffee, right? Yeah. So that's an area that these guys work with. They do an awful lot of support for station. This next group, Spacecraft Vehicle Systems, that's mostly housed in this building, and they do an awful lot of support for our SLS vehicle. Have y'all heard of what that is? Okay, so that's a rocket that we're going to launch next year, and it's going to be the most powerful rocket on Earth, and it'll be that way by a long shot. We're working as hard as we can. We've got a lot of our people that we're putting on that. And I have a little video right after this I'll show you, and it'll give you a little bit of an understanding of what that is.